Hey, Luke. Huh? The Yank is speeding.
You sure it was a Yank?
Yeah.
Here, Nellie. Keep these cold.
You all get out of there. Nobody make any funny moves.
Get out of there. Quick now. What are y'all trying to do? Resist arrest?
Hey, wait a minute, Luke. Let's see what they look like.
Welcome to Carson's Landing. Now, we're mighty pleased you all come to visit our fair town.
Yeah, we're gonna make you feel right at home. First, we gotta teach you a few of the rules we got here.
Hey, Cal. Mighty strange assortment of people here. What do you make of it?
There's no saying. Two's company, three's a crowd.
Yeah. Crowd of carpet, bagging, scum. Integrated scum. Hey, boy. You got dirty shoes. Don't you know how to dress? Why, just look at them shoes. You one of them beatniks or something? Now, what's the matter, boy? Cat got your tongue? Now, I know you can't drive no car. You mean you can't talk either?
I can talk, and I can drive. Now you listen.
Now, hold on, boy. Now, you talk only when I ask you a question. You in Carson's Landing now. Down here, we got a thing called manners. So you talk only when you're spoken to.
Now, don't get yourself all riled up, Luke. Marks on the face show. That's obvious these people here ain't educated to the rules of the road. We gotta educate them. Yeah, they're just a little bit dumb, that's all.
You're educated, ain't you? Well, now you tell your bosom buddy there, driving this rig, what the speed limit is on this here public road.
As a matter of fact, we didn't see any speed limit signs. But I can assure you we weren't going faster than any other car on the road.
Someone else is going. Talking about you. That's all.
Yeah. Maybe these other people, they had someplace real important to go. You ain't in no hurry.
Now, what's the matter, little lady? You tired already? Now, get back there, boy.
Now, simmer down, everybody.
See what you got in here now.
Now, we wouldn't want to give the coroner any extra work on a real hot day like this, huh?
Miss Jean Rawlins. Now, that's a mighty pretty name. Miss Jean Rawlins. Age 21. Height 5'6". Weight 110 pounds. White female American. Free, white, and 21. You mighty fine-looking woman, Miss Jean Rawlins. You shouldn't be traveling these treacherous roads. such riffraff, no telling what might happen to you.
Now you listen. We don't have to hear this all day. If we did something wrong, you're going to have to follow the correct legal procedure and have us charged. If we're innocent, let us go.
Okay, big man, you're going to be charged. Now, all three of you get in that car. Get in there. Wait a minute. You two get in the car. Little lady will come along with us, just for safety. Now, get in there. Now, we heading for town. Want you to pull out real slow. Follow us down the road here a piece for about a mile. Then we're going to turn right. And, boy, you better turn right, too. Because as of this minute, you can consider yourselves under arrest. And I wouldn't want to have to shoot myself in escaping prisoners.
Remember, you people took to coming down here, so you better take to playing by our rules.
What have we here, man?
Well, a little case of speeding, reckless driving, passing on the inside lane, no directional signals working, riding with worn-out treads, talking back to an officer, rest, and disrupting the morals of the populace.
That's all.
Well, now, we didn't want to put everything down, lest we make them seem like hardened criminals.
Well, let me tell you a thing or two, huh? We got a nice, friendly town. No trouble. No nothing. Everybody knows his place. And nobody's out of line. All the time back, a couple people got nosy. They were from the State Highway Police. Now, we don't cotton to no interference in local matters. But I don't think those boys made much of a report.
We had a little trouble getting back home. Seems about a year later, somebody found a couple of belt buckles down in Possum Swamp. Hey, when somebody slips in that swamp, Them gators, they get themselves a real juicy meal. Speaking of juicy morsels, what's a nice-looking girl like you doing with black and white trash like this?
It's a good thing that this fat community, got good, strong boys like us to protect them from temptation. These people ain't nothing. Educated, huh? No good. People don't have trouble in the South.
Now, for the last time, I'm going to try to explain to you that we're not uneducated. I've got my master's degree from social sciences from Yale. I'm studying for my doctorate. Mr. Dixon, my associate, is a graduate from Montrose State Teachers College. Miss Rawlins is doing her postgraduate work in social sciences. Graduated kindergarten.
Easy, Sonny Lou, easy. Don't let your temper get the best of you.
Luke's right, Sonny Lou. You remember what happened the time before.
Sure enough, Sonny Lou. You can't keep saying you beat a man to death with your fists for trying to escape.
It's all right.
Now, there'd be an investigation after a while. Get away.
I'm okay.
You watch yourself, Sheriff. I know our rights. I think you're aware of legal procedure to that extent, you know, that you can't hold us any longer. You certainly have no right to physically abuse us.
Let me get back to my finding desk, so I can see how much you owe me, huh? I mean the county.
You can't pay your fine. You gotta spend a mighty long vacation in that back cell.
Well, according to the new law passed by the town legislature, we got to impose a new set of fines. That's 7 crimes, is $7 each, $49. Got to multiply by 3 because there was 3 of you in the car. 147 plus $3 for the county fine collecting fee. What do you know? Comes to exactly $150. Now, my guess is business has been bad. People don't have that kind of money. Looks like to me, it's going to happen to you all. That'll lock you up.
I don't suppose you would take a check. How much do you have? Gene, let me come. How you fixed for cash?
I better take my wallet.
You people never saw $50 at one time in your life.
Here we are. $150. That should cover your justice.
Boy, point the door. Step over in this direction, folks. As a mere formality, I'd like you all to display your in cash. if you don't have any. There's a law in my town against vagrancy. Yeah. You ain't broke that law, huh? Deputies, each gentleman on over the bench over there, huh? Make sure they're trying to get away. I'm gonna give this young woman some mighty valuable information. Now listen, girl. Shouldn't act that way. I'm just gonna give you a piece of advice. What you might call a fair word of warning. You know, if there's one crime down here that we can't tolerate, it's the lowest crime of all. Prostitution. In the woods. I don't want y'all seeing my town.
How dare you! Sit on, boys.
No, he's got something, huh? There ain't nothing, me, Almighty that can stop it.
Now that finishes with you. And I hope you understand me. As for you two gentlemen, have you ever heard of the Mann Act? Huh? I'm sure you know what it says. All your education. You ought to. Just to refresh your memory, it concerns itself with the transporting of a woman across state lines for immoral purposes. White slavery, it's called. Federal offense.
We paid our fine. How much more of this do we have to listen to?
Now, look here, boy. You listen as long as I want you to. I'm going to let you go now. But I'm warning you. One false move. And I'll put you in them cells out back and throw away the key. Now get out of here.
Let's get out.
Pretty fine. Sonny Lou?
I wouldn't touch a woman that sinful if she come in here naked, boy.
Can you beat that? A couple of dumb hick cops pushing us around.
I don't want you to let them three out of your sight. See where to go, what to do. Especially that girl. I'm one hell of an example of the free love society found in the North. They're a bad extreme to be viewed by an impressionable Southern girl. All right, now get out back. That's where they're picking up their car, huh?
That sheriff is quite a character. Smelled like a distillery.
No, don't let that fool you. They're smart enough to stay within the law. We have to be very careful. If they found out we were down here to help in voter registration, we'd very likely disappear without a trace.
no good, all of them.
Yeah. Living in some kind of dream world. Thinking they can come down here and change everything. You don't see none of us going up there and trying to change them. They ain't got no good reason for being down here.
We're gonna catch him, Luke. Just wait. Lord, boy, let me tell you about a little old gal I had last night. She was what you might call poor white trash. One of them poor sharecropper's daughters. But real good looking. Ha!
Yeah, go on.
Well, buddy, I never had such a fight in all my life. I had to practically rape her before she'd give me some. But it was sure worth the trouble. You gonna serve them, Claude?
Les, the way business has been these days, I'd serve an entire chain gang of black men.
3 scotch and sodas, please.
That'll be $3.75. Something wrong?
No.
How much did these drinks cost you?
Regular price, forget about it.
Beats making your own.
Remember in chemistry class?
Yeah. We had our own little still.
100 proof. And old Professor Carmejean never suspected a thing.
There's to our friendly welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, you know there ain't no law in this town against drinking. So how we gonna arrest them?
Cal, this is the most perfect thing could have happened, boy.
What do you mean?
Now, you listen to this.
That was something. But you know, I never did learn how to pronounce his name till halfway through the semester.
He was a real funny bird, the way he dressed and all.
Yeah, but he gave me a B+, and that was a big surprise.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. For you, Les.
Hello, Les. How are you, boy? Yeah. This is Deputy Luke. Mm-hmm. And I'm calling on official business. Now, we got something mighty important we need you to do. So now you listen to me real careful now.
Sure, Luke. I understand. Uh-huh. Don't you worry about a thing, boy. I'll take good care of it. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back, Floyd. Just gonna stick my head out the door and get me a bit of fresh air. What's that? Now you just listen to me, boy. I'm a happily married man. And my wife can outclass anything you got to try to sell me. Claude here runs a respectable place. So you just better take up your little whore and sell her somewhere else. Did you ever hear the likes of that, Claude? Asking me, Les Davis, to be unfaithful to my woman for a tramp like that? I'd throw him the hell out of here!
First time anything's ever happened in here like that, Les. I'm real sorry they offended you. Some people sure got a nerve approaching a man so outspoken like that.
They ought to be whipped in public with a cat of nine tails, all three of them. Especially that girl. There's evil in her eyes.
Tell me just stopping by for a routine check, Claude. And I'll be damned over what I just happened to hear said from in here. Is it true what that white boy asked you, Les?
Well, now, Luke, I wouldn't want to see anyone get into trouble. I was what you might call proposition out here. And it's a damn shame a family man like me not able to enjoy a social
Okay, Les, that's enough. Come on, you three. Back we go. You'll sign a statement to the effect of what happened here, won't you, Les?
Well, I sure could sign a statement. Don't you forget what you promised back then.
Shut up, Les. Now, you come along with us now. We'll be able to take care of the statement and everything else it's due. You too, Claude. Come on.
Are you sure you didn't do anything to provoke this proposition, as you call it?
Now, you know me better than that, Sheriff.
You're a real law-abiding citizen, Les. This white fellow over here called Ted Branch. Director's Daylight asked you to accept the favors of this young woman, Miss Jean Rollins.
Uh-huh.
The other boy, Artie Dixon, he was a part of it. Didn't offer any objections. He was going along with the deal. You expected something like that when you came in the bar because of the way they looked around, like looking for prospects for their dirty deal?
That's just the way it happened, Sheriff.
Mm-hmm. Luke, anyone see these three being arrested?
I know, Sonny Lou. Only other one in the bar was old Zeke Landers, and he was stoned like a mackerel. Then, of course, there was Claude. He was tending bar as usual.
Zeke's a chronic alcoholic. His word ain't no good in court. Claude here's okay. He'll be the witness. You'll testify, won't you, Claude?
Testify?
Yeah, I mean, back up the legitimacy of the arrest. You were there, weren't you?
I'll testify.
Good.
Listen, Les, he's a pretty heavy drinker. We put him on the stand. He's going to blow everything.
Les has been witness before, huh? Let me take care of this one. Well, wouldn't you just know it, huh? You ain't gone out of here more than 1 hour, and here you are right back again. Can't take a fair word of warning. I thought I explained it pretty clear to you three. With all your education, you don't learn very fast. You see, this is my town. What I say goes. You should have kept right on going. But you couldn't help stopping off in that bar. Well, that's going to be the sorriest stopping off you ever did. Just looking for trouble. Well, this time, you bit off more than you can chew. The power of loss is more than you could take, and you could take. Just like animals. No self-control. Okay, I'll lock these three up. Get in there. On. Hey, Luke, put that young lady in the cell all to herself. Anything happening back there, huh? Yeah. All right, boys. There'll be a few questions coming up. want you to go home now and do some mighty hard studying, huh?
Now listen, Sonny Lou. I didn't know it was going to involve all of this. I just thought we
Listen to me. You do like I say. You're going back to sharecropping $2 a day. I only took you out of that because you're married to a cousin of mine. I got a kind out from my kin. Just at least put you back out there, Les. That hot water and sun. With your little friends, the bow wheels to keep you company. Right there. Well?
I'll take it.
There'll be more. How the boys come around tomorrow. Take off. You too, Clark. I don't need you no more.
Everybody's put away. I got her off by a lonesome. There ain't gonna be no trouble tonight.
Everything's real peaceful, like. It's gonna be peaceful like again. A little rotten in jail never hurt no one. You boys can go now. Where you headed?
Huh? Oh, we're going back down behind the billboard to patrol for more of them speeders. You know.
I never known any public official to go back to the job when you don't have to. Couldn't have a little surprise down there, could you? Like a light-skinned bundle of goodies?
Well, no, Sonny Lou.
Okay. Don't forget to have yourself a real good time, huh? You do a good job, boys. You deserve some fancy relaxation. Now your tour of duty is over. You come back with Nellie, huh? I have sort of an idea that might come in handy.
Well, sure, Sonny Lou. I mean, that is, if we happen to run into her. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Damn it, Luke! That's you, use your key, and if it ain't, you get the hell away from here, because we're closed.
Hi, Sonny Lou. We, brung back Nellie like you asked. What'd you want her for? She's kindly, tuckered out now.
Hey, what happened to you?
You look like you've been in some kind of fight.
A little tramp. She got me looking out of her cell. Said she wanted to circulate her cramped legs. I know I don't normally do that for a prisoner, but I got some respect for womanhood no matter what she must have done. But then she tried to make a rush for the door. I had to get rough with her. She's like a wildcat. But Nellie ain't gonna worry none about being all tired out. She ought to have just enough left to get a confession out of the black one in the back before the trial. Make things a lot easier for that to go on.
What kind of trial, Sonny Lou?
Well, I ain't told you boys yet. But we're having ourselves a little trial in the morning.
We all know you control the county. Why are you even bothering with a trial at all?
Trial ain't no good. What if outsiders should stick their noses in? It might end up a debated affair and expose certain things. And
sometimes you make a lot of sense. Especially because they're all college educated. I'm not worried about the girl. But something just might happen to them boys.
Yeah. You know, if they were given good enough reason to escape, they might just pick up on it. A lot of desperate men might have real good reason to escape.
Yeah. And people have gotten mighty hurt trying to escape.
Exactly.
I wonder if they're just dumb enough to try that. But Nellie here got to get us a confession first, just for insurance. We got to have a trial for the record. Just in case anybody comes poking their nose around afterwards. It's got to be all legal and proper. How about it, Nellie? You ready to do me a favor?
Well, Sheriff, you know I'm always ready to work with you or your armed men. But it's getting on to what you might call overtime now, no matter what favor you might have in mind.
I know, Nellie. And I'm quite ready to see to it that your Ma, she gets electricity so she can run a washing machine. After all, 8 young'uns without a paw. That brings on many a hardship.
Sonny Lou, my ma ain't never gonna get to see that power line come to her shack, and you know it. Now, I don't mean no disrespect, but $5 paid whether or not I get the confession would sound much more promising.
$5? What have my deputy been teaching you lately? Go on, Nellie. $5. Plus, I get to see you again if this is all over.
Thank you, Sheriff. Now, where you hiding that nice colored boy supposed to do the signing?
Now, this is a confession. You gotta sign the line at the bottom. All right. You boys stay out here. No sense in starting any commotion. Huh? Right. Yes. I just want to make sure you're all around. Have a nice fair trial in the morning. Come here, boy. You got a visitor.
What do you mean a trial in the morning?
Oh, Ted, be careful.
Now, just a minute, Sheriff. According to you, we committed a federal offense. So how can you make provisions for a trial so quickly? You haven't even held an arraignment or made an indictment against us.
I'm going to try him myself. And sentence you myself.
You're not empowered to conduct a federal court. You can't get away with this. We have friends who will investigate if anything happens to us. Our state congressmen know we're here.
We got ways of handling him too, boy.
You can't be judge and jury all by yourself.
Why can't I? I'm the law here. But don't you worry, boys. You're going to get a real fair trial. And if you're guilty, as I guess you are, then the court will be merciful. Don't get me wrong. I like you, boy. All right. I'm going to open this cell now, and I want you to come out real easy, like. Come on, boy. Like the visitor's waiting. All right, Nellie. It's all yours. All one air is talking, you hear? You better listen to Nellie there, boy. She's your kind somewhat. She never can save your neck.
I can't believe you're here to help me. Especially when the sheriff recommends you.
You can trust me, Artie. What I have to say to you could save you.
Save me from what? What have I done to be saved from?
It makes no difference now, and you should know that. I'll probably die unless you sign a confession.
Die? You must be kidding.
Quite serious, Artie. There's a lot of good things around in life to miss if you die. There's no sense to dying when you don't have to.
I guess that man could kill me. Or anyone else without having to have a reason. What does that promise me?
It's to remind you of the better things in life. I'll only be around if you sign this paper.
Well, how about that? A form letter confession. And all the guilty party has to do is fill in the nature of the crime and sign it. Tell me, girl, how many times have you been under the sheriff?
Now, what difference could that make? The important thing is the confession will save your life. Better straighten out that paper and sign it. Then we could become real friends.
Sheriff, get her out of here. Open this door and get her out of here. Do anything you like with me, but remove your cardinal offerings.
What's the matter, black boy? You too good for her, huh?
I am. Besides that, I don't play your kind of games.
I heard what you asked her. Sure, I've had her many times over. But you're too good for her, huh? You think you're better than me? Now you look at her. Look at her! Huh? That's a real woman there. Takes a real man to appreciate her. You still think you're better than me. Well, let me show you how good you really are, boy. Oh! Oh! Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Come back in the other cell. Audie! Audie! You didn't realize it. You just threw away your last chance. You threw that confession away. You threw away your last hope, boy. I'm gonna leave you alone now, because you might want to start praying.
Don't bother me. I'm all right. Just shook up a bit. How's Jean today?
No, I don't think so.
Jean. The door. I pushed it open. You pushed it open?
You know, Luke, I lied to them people when I told them that they used up the last chance, huh? You know, I think if we stick around long enough, we just might see an attempted escape.
What happened? Ted, Audie, is anything the matter?
Everything's okay, Jean. I just put my hand on the door and it opened. What do you think, Audie? I don't know. It sounds too bad. What if it's a trap?
So long, boys. See you in the morning.
It's our only chance, Audie. And then, Sheriff, he doesn't intend to let us walk out of here alive. Why would he be bothering with a kangaroo trial? It's our only choice. Okay. We'll make a break for it. Now look, there's one window on each side of that front door. They face the sidewalk. Now I also noticed there aren't any bars on those windows. Now as soon as things sound quiet out there, we'll both run through that first door and throw ourselves through those windows. Now if anyone is sitting in that office, they'll be completely surprised.
I'm frightened to death. It could be a trap.
But we're pretty sure that the sheriff was as drunk and excited as he appeared. And he just forgot to lock our cell.
Sure, Gene. It could be a trap. But we can't wait around for a trial. You know we'd be found guilty. Then what? You heard what that girl Nellie said.
Now, don't worry. As soon as we get out, we'll go to the state police barracks. We'll be safe there. They'll hear our story and put an end to Sheriff Weimer and his deputies. You'll be free again.
I'll be praying for you both. Please be careful and don't worry about me.
Sonny Lou, you were supposed to take him down.
You told us to take the color boy and leave the white one to you.
Get the hounds! Get the hounds! Hold on, Sonny Lou. I think I found something. Looks like we don't need them hands. This boy left a trail for us to follow.
There's blood on it.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot more of it on the ground here, by them bits of broken glass.
He trails off this direction.
Headed for the woods.
Leg looks something bad. What's the matter, boy? You hurt yourself or something? Huh? Please. It's swelling fast. I can't stop the bleeding. I need a tourniquet. Oh, ain't that a shame? I plumb forgot my first aid kit, huh?
Yeah, I ain't no doctor. But I know a leg that bad gotta be cut off. Amputated.
Now, don't be an upstart now, boy. We got ways of handling upstarts, boy. Ain't we, Sonny Lou?
Oh. No, sure we do. Please.
Only I am too sure just how in this case.
No. Please take me back to the jail. I need a doctor. I can hop on one foot.
Hey, that's right nice.
Yeah.
You want to dance for us? We'll go dance.
Hey! Hey, don't nobody move. Cottonmouth.
Just look at the size of that bastard.
Yeah, just look at him. You gotta say this boy for his trial, right? Hey, see this reptile, boy? In it is all the evils of the world, you know? It's a low thing, huh? It's crawling. Huh? Always crawling. Can't walk like a man. Should be your friend. Hey, don't be afraid of a bull. Won't bite you. Hey, maybe he knows you. Huh?
Talk to it, huh? Come on, boy, talk to it.
Don't bite me. I'm your friend.
Poor fellas. Well, he's speeding all right, huh? I would have been released with a small fine, Doc. They got in trouble with that woman. I had to pull them in again. A little swimming, Doc. That'll ruin a man every time. This white boy, he must have been half out of his mind running the swamp like that, huh?
Well, he couldn't have known the area.
That's right, Doc. But you know, if there's something I don't know about, I stay clear of it. That's good advice. Fellow's better off.
The one thing that confuses me is the fact of him getting repeatedly bitten. That's a bit unusual.
Well, I can't rightly say. When me and my deputies come up on him, he was already dead. He was lying there. Maybe there was a whole hassle of snakes.
Well, all right. Please have Luke and Cal sign that report I left as witnesses as soon as possible.
How about the other one over here, Doc? Want to look at him, too?
No, Sonny Lou, that won't be necessary. Pretty certain he died from gunshot wounds.
Yeah. The boys really opened up on him. He must have been half crazy, too. Rushing two armed deputies like that, him not even armed. Must have what they call, instant stir crazy, you know. Can't stand being locked up. He shouldn't have got in trouble in the first place.
I'll send the wagon over for the bodies late in the morning. They're picking up first the body of that sharecropper was shot down on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Well, that don't concern me, being out of my county and all. Well, Doc, I don't know what's coming to law and order in these parts. I mean, everybody being shot up and all that.
People dying today who never died before.
That's right.
Well, I gotta go home and get some more sleep. I'll call you in the morning when the wagon's ready.
You do that now.
Bye now, Sonny Lou.
So long, Doc. Jenny, give me a look like a good girl. I want you over here right away. Bring Cal along with you. And we will pick up Les. Get everything set for the trial in the morning. Bring Claude along, too. He'll be the corroborative witness. Don't mind what it means. Just bring him over, huh? All right, boys. Grab a seat. I want to talk to you. I got visitors. I don't care how you do it, Seth. 10 o'clock. I've been on the phone all night, arranging for this trial in the morning. I'm sorry to get you boys out of bed, but I ain't had any sleep myself yet. I want to talk to you about this here trial. I'm going to ask you a few questions, just like the old DA would. And I'm hoping real bad you know all your lessons. I wouldn't want to see you fail the test, huh? Now, Les, what were you doing going past the table in the bar?
Why, I was just getting a bit of fresh air.
And they stopped you?
Yeah. This one was bitten by the snakes. He told me a man could get a mighty entertaining evening for $20.
Oh, can you elaborate on that further?
Huh?
And tell us more, Les.
Well, they said I could go off to Perkins Motel, and that you'd be real obliging.
You don't need a fuss for that. You, Claude, you answer the call from somebody. I don't have to say who it's from now.
It was a call for less. They didn't say who it was.
You didn't have any trouble with them yourself, did you?
Well, when I served the drinks to this Ted fella, he sort of gave me a dirty, funny look. Normally, I wouldn't serve people like that. But I was just trying to be real friendly-like.
I know what you mean, Claude. You run a real fine tire. Say, when does your license renewal come up? Next month, huh?
Yeah, Sheriff.
Well, you shouldn't have any trouble.
Yeah. That's a real nice place, Claude.
Yeah. Too bad sometime riffraff stop in. That ain't no fault.
You won't have any trouble, Claude. You don't mind testifying?
No, Sheriff. Glad to.
Good. I'm gonna have these two deputies escort you two gentlemen out now, huh? Oh, and Claude. Court will be in session 10 o'clock.
Hey, Lou, remember what you promised about Nellie now?
Get your hands off me. Shoo. You smell something bad, Les. Now, first you testify at the trial like Sonny Lou wants you to. Then we'll see. Besides that, you know she's a mighty busy little critter. Now, take off. I can't be seen talking to you. You're a witness, you know. You need us for anything more?
No, you boys can go home. You'll be needing some rest for the trial in the morning. I got one more little job I've been thinking of, what you might call the last piece of evidence. Huh?
Good night, Sonny Lou.
Good night, Lou.
See you in the morning.
And thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredom, with thy wickedness. Therefore the showers had been withholden, and there hath been no rain. And thou hast a whore's forehead. Thou refusest to be ashamed.
doing, Sonny Lou? Let's call me down here for again.
Listen, Doc, something new has come up. I need your help.
Say, what happened to you?
Nothing. He's got a big old clumsy sheriff, that's all. Doc, I have to do a little job for me, huh?
Yeah, what kind of a job?
Well, it concerns this trial coming up in the morning.
Yeah?
Everything's all set for the trial, Doc, but I'm gonna need a little bit more testimony.
What kind of testimony?
Well, just something to add a little bit of weight, you know?
Sonny Lou, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to get involved anymore.
You want to get involved, huh? Like you didn't want to get involved with those 2 abortions, huh? Like you didn't want to get involved with old Jay Connors, having those goofballs, innocent kids.
That's all over with now.
So was your medical career. You know, it's a good thing I was around to push things up. Ain't nobody knows you practice with no license. Now, you do like I say. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I want you to listen real careful like Doc. Now, no slip-ups, you old phony. I want you to make out a medical report.
Why?
You're going to prove that girl had immoral relations with both her traveling companions.
Wake up, girl. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. Hey, girl, stop your crying. Being in jail ain't so bad. It beats travel on the highway looking for easy cash. Maybe she's repenting, Doc. No, she ain't repenting. She's a born sinner.
Let's get on with it.
Whatever you say, Doc. You're the boss. Look up here, girl. You got a visitor.
It's all right, young lady. I'm a doctor.
The doctor's going to give you a little examination. It's just routine, you know, before the trial. She ain't very friendly, is she, Doc?
What's wrong with her, Sheriff?
Nothing. Probably something she ate for supper.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on with it, Doc. I ain't got all day.
Okay. But I need your help. Go out and boil about a pint of water.
Okay, Doc. I'll be right back.
Listen, young lady, you might not know this, but I'm the only friend you got. Now, I want you to tell me exactly what happened.
It's a real lucky thing, Doc. I had a little water boiling for coffee. Everything going along fine back here, is it?
Everything's fine, Sonny Lou. I was just on.
Doc, I know this is a medical examination and all that, but let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand right outside this cell doorway and look at her. I know it's a little bit out of the usual, Doc, but this is a special situation because the trial's coming up in a few hours and all, and I gotta be able to hear any testimony that might blur out of her pretty lips while you examine her. Huh?
The girl should have some privacy.
That's the way it's got to be, Doc.
Let's begin then. Will you step outside, Sheriff?
Sure, Doc.
Please remove your address, dear.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Well, little lady, want you to meet your defense attorney. This here is Seth Waters, best dang attorney in this county. Besides that, he's Sonny Lou's uncle.
Now listen to me, Miss Holmes. If you cooperate with me, I'll make sure you get only a light sentence.
A light sentence? I'm innocent.
Sonny Lou says you're guilty. This is his time.
You're a stooge for him like all the rest.
Now listen, don't argue. This is the best way.
Leave me alone.
What's the matter, Uncle? Getting some legal ethics in your old age? Couldn't happen to a nicer fella.
I just want to get this over with quick as possible. But that will be impossible once you start talking.
Oh, I reckon this might be a real long trial. All of 2 hours. Think you can stay sober that long?
Don't you worry about me.
Court is now in session. Cal, will you read the charges?
Hear ye, hear ye. Parsimon County and the town of Carson's Landing versus Miss Jean Rowans, Mr. Ted Branch, and Mr. Artie Dixon. The latter two is deceased and won't be able to appear.
Silence in the court! Cal, call the first witness.
Miss Claude Martin, take the stand. Now, do you swear that everything you're going to say is the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Mr. Martin, may I call you Claude? Claude, where were you on the night of Tuesday, July 17th at about 7:30 in the evening?
Well, I'm every night at 7:30. Tended bar in my own place. Been there every night for the last 8 years, except for the time I caught the dick fever.
Well, we ain't exactly interested in your medical history, Claude. But you said that you were at your tavern. You also serve food there?
Yeah, but business ain't been so good lately. I only had 2 customers that night when them 3 birds come in.
The 3 named in the indictment.
That's right. The white and colored boy and this woman over there.
Go on. What happened then?
Well, they sat down at one of them tables. You know, the one you usually sit in when you come in there.
Never mind that. Go on. Go on, boy.
Well, white boy comes up to the bar and he orders 3 drinks. When I tell him the price, he looks at me real dirty-like. He ain't got no cause to do that. He ain't one of the regulars.
What do you know about a phone call?
Well, the phone rings, and it's for old Les Davis. And everybody knows old Les Davis. Well, after talking, Les hangs up and he walks over to the door. Figured to get some air since the air conditioning went sour about 2 weeks ago.
Did he get to the door?
Yeah, but on his way back to the bar, he stopped by the white boy. Less obliging, like, stopped down to listen because the white boy was trying to tell him something. And I don't know what was said, but the way Les got all red and jumped up, I figured it was something real bad. Then Les tells him that he don't need no woman being offered to him. He's man enough to get his own. His wife can outclass the bitch they offered him any day. Was real lucky just then. The 2 deputies come in. No telling what Les might have done to that boy.
That's all, Claude. You can step down now.
Call the next witness.
Do you swear that everything you're going to say is the truth, so help you God?
Yeah,
Mr. Davis, we just heard the testimony concerning the night of Tuesday, July 17th from Mr. Martin. First off, tell us if all he said was correct.
absolutely correct.
Well, then, is there anything that you can add?
Just this. When a man can't go out and enjoy a sociable drink without being accosted by some cheap whore, then something's real wrong. Now, she ain't from these parts, because we got a real clean town here, thanks to the sheriff and his 2 deputies. But we gotta teach her and her kind of lesson, so they don't get no fancy ideas coming down here with their poor white trash. Mind you now, I ain't had nothing against the colored boy. He probably had something on him.
Did they ask you for money?
$20 they did.
Now, that's mighty interesting. There's Mr. Seth Waters over there, who's defending it. This little innocent Yankee gal is basing his whole defense on the claim that she's touched in the head. Now, I don't know anything about this psychiatry stuff, But I did pick up a little book at the station in the city. It's written so that anybody can understand it. Now, I've been reading up on this nymphomania. One thing funny about it, though, they don't make no mention of the women getting money. Says they always do it for the sheer pleasure of engaging in lustful intercourse. No, sir. Don't make no mention of money. I guess he's a real unusual case.
You swear everything you're going to say is the truth?
Yes, I do.
So help you God.
Yes. Dr. Hall, you're also the county coroner?
Been that for 20 years.
Then to put it so everybody can understand, in all your years, you've seen just about everything a doctor can see.
Yeah, I'd say that pretty well sums it up.
I want you to tell us about a little examination you performed last night at the jail.
Well, that was just one of them routine examinations we always do just before a trial, just to double check him that everything's okay.
Did you make this examination alone?
Well, yes. You see, my nurse, Emma Lou Royal, hadn't been feeling too good lately. She's getting on in age.
Then you performed this examination alone. I want you to tell us exactly what you did, Doctor.
I think I can better illustrate that graphically.
Whatever you say, Doc.
90 days, Fuller's Work Farm.
This here's a mighty interesting slide. I'll try and describe it in terms that everybody will understand. The slide's divided into 4 sections. These little wiggly worm-like substances are called sperm or spermatozoa. They are the male reproductive cells which fertilize the female ovum. They're very small and, in fact, invisible to the naked eye. These samples, of course, have been magnified several hundred times. There are also obvious differences between these sections of the slide. This sample proved to come from Ted Branch, the white boy, and these came from the colored boy, Ordy Dixon. These other bottom samples I'll get to later when I reveal where all these samples came from. Deputy Luke, would you put on the other slide, please? I'm afraid I played a little trick on you. This slide I just had Luke pose samples of the spermatozoa taken from the bodies of the white boy and the colored boy during autopsy. As you can see, these samples match the top of the previous slide perfectly. I suppose you want to know where the first samples come from. The first samples come from the body of Miss Jean Rollins. They were taken during the intensive examination I conducted during daybreak. They are from the girl's oviduct. That is the part of the female organ where the ovum is fertilized by the male sperm. In short, she had been having carnal relations with both these boys. In fact, we don't even know where the other 2 samples come from. Probably some God-forsaken big spending dudes they met on the highway. No telling how many men she done had.
Don't suppose you want to cross-examine after testimony like that, Seth? Gentlemen of the jury, you've heard the complete evidence presented by both sides. And now the court is asking you to base your decision on that evidence alone. No matter what your feelings and prejudices might have, they must be put aside, and this case judged solely by the evidence you people heard. Now, Mr. Gilliam Atterbury, the foreman of the jury, will take you out to my chambers, and There you will vote.
Your Honor, they won't be necessary. We've already reached our decision.
Fine. Now, Miss Jean Rollins, the accused, please stand up. I said stand up. All right, Mr. Farber. Will you face the court and give us your decision?
We, the members of this jury, find in a unanimous verdict the defendant, Ms. Jean Rollins, to be guilty as charged.
Thank you. You may now be seated. A jury of citizens of the township of Possible County, township of Carson's Landing, find you guilty as charged. Now, do you have anything to say before I pass sentence?
You're nothing but a bunch of pigs and murderers. You've killed both Ted and Audie. Now it takes a whole town plus a phony judge and jury to convict me. Why bother? Why not save yourselves all this trouble and kill me too? I was already tried, convicted, and sentenced before I ever walked into this place. Stinking courtroom. So what I'm going to say won't make any difference now. You people are nothing but a bunch of perverted hypocrites. One sense of morality in public and the other for private. Your laws are corrupt. Your enforcers make up the rules as they go along. I was brutally raped by your respected sheriff. Repeatedly mauled and treated like an animal. Wake up. Can't you see you're living in your own private worlds? There are things going on outside that you're not even aware of. The world is moving forward and you're standing still.
You finished?
You can do whatever you want with me. Won't make any difference now.
Young lady, you're very lucky that the court is merciful due to the intervention of our fine sheriff. You will not be incarcerated in the county penal institution. Instead, your sentence is commuted to 90 days and to be served at Clyde Fuller's work farm. You should find it very educational there.
Now, I don't know what you niggers think you're getting away with. I ain't gonna take it no more. When I say a full day's work, I don't mean no 8-hour or no 12-hour, but a full 16-hour day. When I say work, I mean work. Each one of you gonna have to fill up 100 bushels a day. And you don't get no food or no sleep until you do. And if you can't stay awake, little baby here gonna bite into your skin to remind you. If I hear any of you talking out there, I'll cut your tongues out. This ain't no talk farm, it's a work farm. And don't none of you forget it. All right? Move them on out of there. Already cost me 10 minutes of good working time. You're a real hellcat. I like that in a woman, but I don't cotton to forcing a woman. When you want it, you call me. But I'm gonna wear you down, woman. Before long, you'll be bending to my way of thinking. You know, I'm watching my little old chain gang, and they're gonna do a lot more sweating before the sun goes down. Because starting tomorrow, you're gonna be chained to the end of that string of darkies. Women we get out here got the privilege of working around the property, around the house, doing domestic type chores. But they got a way of showing their appreciation. But you're a big, strong girl with no appreciative heart. And I want to see how you do out in the fields tomorrow. Should be mighty interesting. All right, you little tramp. Then so be it.
We're getting out tomorrow. Think we can make it? Plan it long enough. I can't take it any longer. Maybe we'll make it, and maybe we won't. But I ain't spending the rest of my life beating crops 16 hours a day. I'm with you, Tom. Now there ain't nothing gonna go wrong. It's gotta work. Plan this thing for the last month. Now you're on the front of the chain gang, right? Yeah. And I'm on the end. That's the whole thing. Tomorrow, when the sun looks like it's about 3 o'clock and the guard's eating his grub, you're gonna get a case of sunstroke. Fall down and faint like a spell. Me? All day I'll be using this. Been using a little each day while I'm supposed to be eating. Chain's almost gone now. Just need a little more. When you gonna break it? When the guard's waiting over you. You're gonna get real sick. Throw up more. Make it look real good. I'll need about a minute to finish the chain.
Quiet in there. Oh, you keep quiet. Get to sleep so you'll be good and strong in the morning. When you get back from the field tonight, I'm going to give you the beating of your life. I got a report last night you was talking after 9 o'clock lights out. You know the rules, boy. They're posted in every shack, real neat and proper like. I know you can read. Maybe you're just plain dumb. Well, I got a real pleasant day planned for you. Boy, look at that girl like that just once more. And this here gonna be your last day on Earth. Watch yourself, or you're gonna lose out either way. All right, get him out of here.
Sonny Lou? Sonny Lou, you've got to help me. Please come quick. There's been an escape. The big one, Tom. He got away with a girl. They slugged my boy Jerry, hurt him real bad. The others are locked up. Tom and the girl headed for the swamp. You've got to come quick. Please hurry. With him on the loose, there's no telling what he might do.
It's good to get us a quick, Justin. All right, let's here's a piece of the girl's dress. Give me that. You track him down?
Well, how much of a head start they got, Sheriff?
How far?
We'll get them, Sheriff.
Good. That's like to hear, boy. All right, men, listen up. You can all consider yourself deputized. Now, that means shoot to kill, huh?
Shut up! A snake! You scream like that again, there, Bills, in no time.
It came out of that skull.
Don't worry about him. Could hurt a flea. Speaking like a country boy, I think you should have lied Mr. Fuller. You wouldn't be here now. Mr. Fuller had women chained to me twice before. Never more than one there, though. They all decided to meet Mr. Fuller's request. I'm the biggest. That's why he hates me so. Not being small and running like he is.
That insane man. Wish to take my chances in the swamp as with him. But you're wrong. You would have had to wait a lot longer than one day for me to exchange my chains for Fuller's lust.
Honey, I heard all about how you was traveling. I wouldn't mind doing the same with you myself, providing we lose the posse. We can't stay around here, Jolly, all day. I think I heard how.
I can't hear them howls no more. They must have stopped to rest. Maybe we should get some rest, too, before we move on.
I'm too nervous. Now use it, I'll swear. Don't touch me.
You shouldn't refuse me.
Scream for the hound. The posse.
We're both in this together.
It'd go a lot worse for you than for me if we get caught.
I like you a lot. They're closer than I thought. We gotta do something quick. Give me that rock.
I didn't hear anything.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
All right, now. We stick close together now, huh?
Yeah.
This place is full of snakes and gators. We're here to get them, not get ourselves killed, right? All right. Let's go. Come on.
Hey, Lord. Yeah, I'm praying for you to give me the strength to carry on. To carry on! You know, just prevail. Let me catch these people. They're thine enemies, Lord, huh? Help me. Give the strength. Give the strength to my men, too, Lord. A little praying never hurt anybody, boys. Especially a time like this.
Look! They stopped the rest on this high ground. Their footprints still got water in them. They can't be more than a few hundred yards away.
Get going quick. I'm gonna take my stand right here. Dead, ain't he? Yeah.
What's happened to you, ma'am?
It was horrible, horrible.
Now, easy, ma'am. Try to tell me about it from the beginning.
The sheriff and his men, they killed Ted Naughty. My friends were murdered in cold blood. They molested me and beat me. They trained me to a gang of convicts. They were going to kill me.
Carson's Landing. And those guns I heard came from the swamp. Well, it's true, all right. This is the evidence we've wanted for a long time. We'll be able to put them all away for quite a while. You're the first one who's gotten out alive.
Only thing is, them kind of snakes can't kill more than a frog. I never even knowed one of them to bite a man. And that tree there couldn't have done no harm. Hardly even had him pinned.
But it went dead so fast. Do you reckon it's likely for a man to get frightened to death?